And here we are. Oh, I actually pushed the right button this time too. Woo! I'm very happy about
You're
all of
always
this.
pushing the right button. Stop saying
All right, here we are.
Happy
Hello.
anniversary!
Hello and happy
Exiles.
anniversary.
Yeah, we have an important guest with us today.
Yes. I'm Jens Erik,
Who?
here with Natasha and Robert. Rob the Swede, aka, who you might have seen from... you've been in Twitch chat a couple of times during our streams.
Yeah.
He likes to lurk.
Spoiler Rob, or
Spoiler Rob.
You're like the Spider-Man of the what is his name again? The actor.
Tobey Maguire?
Oh, Tobey
No,
Maguire.
no,
the new one. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Because he
That's
can't
Tom Holland.
keep.
He can't keep anything
He
to
can't
himself.
keep anything to himself. So you're our Tom Holland.
That's why today we're gonna be talking about.
Future content? No, okay. What? Nothing happened.
Yeah, okay, so now, all right. Hello and welcome. It's Thursday, and it is another Conan Exile stream in our now very crowded streaming room. Like, it's, in case you're wondering how big our streaming room is, it is so small that 3 people is
Hardly
very
can
crowded.
fit, Yeah.
Yeah, so like one wall is like
We'll make
literally
it work.
there. I am almost literally bumping into the wall here.
We'll make
but
it work.
we'll
We
make
should
it work.
probably introduce ourselves. Though.
Yes,
For those
I
unknown.
actually just did. But once again, if you're just joining us, I'm Jens Erik. I'm here with Natasha and Rob as well.
What do you do?
I am community manager. I thought that was obvious by now.
No, like,
Natasha is our
we can
head
do-
of community now, I
yes.
guess.
No, community director. Yeah, community
Yes.
director. So I'm your community director, and then we have.
A Swede. I'm the.
That's his official title.
Yeah. I'm a senior designer on the project.
Yes. Someone says, blink once, Rob, if you need help for spoilers. Someone did say last time that we should we should say anything spoilery in our native language, because there's no one watching this who speaks Norwegian,
Yeah,
Swiss,
but then there
Swiss
was.
or German or Swedish.
Yeah, but then immediately a couple of dudes popped up and went
So-
like, "Nah, you please
Yeah.
do."
Yeah.
Yes,
like,
exactly. Yeah.
Press F if you're in chat and you're Swiss, please. Yeah, you're norsk.
Exactly. Press F to be neutral.
Are you a snoozer? Someone wants to know if you're a snoozer.
Yes, I am.
He is.
Isn't
Yes.
everyone from Sweden?
Pretty much everyone.
All right. So it has been a year since we left early access. It was technically our anniversary last week. Yesterday. Jesus,
yeah.
what am I saying? But we usually don't stream on Wednesday, so we're doing the anniversary stream today instead, which is our usual streaming day. But yeah, it's been a hell of a journey so far, and it's been great. It's been really good, I think, and thank you to everyone for your support. I know we say that a lot, but we really, really mean it.
Yeah, we mean it.
Like, we wouldn't be where we are right now without the support of our community, without the all the suggestions that you come with, all the messages on our forums, on Reddit, on social media, all the feedback we receive from you, all the suggestions on how to improve the game. All of that stuff comes from you, and like we literally probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the community supporting us throughout early access and throughout the past year where we've been on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. So shout out to everyone watching. Shout out to everyone who's maybe watching the VOD. Maybe you're not watching us live because it might be late or early where you are. But yeah, it's been a hell of a ride for me so far, and I hope for you too as well.
I think it has for everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, because you came in just before we released.
I came in literally, I think, a week before we released.
Yeah.
Well, like Conan Exiles went from early access into full release. Yeah, so that was interesting. That was very interesting. It was fun.
But I think you, Robert, you've been with us for a bit.
Yeah. So I mean, I started sometime in early access, and memory escapes me exactly which month. But this is the second year back at Funcom, because I was
Right.
here for a while before that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
And Cybercat, you're not gonna get any kind of blinking thing from me. It's like me blinking is just humans blink, right?
You know they're gonna keep asking, right?
Sure.
No, I'm not gonna do anything. But yeah, so we've released a very special anniversary update, and that is what we're gonna be talking about on this stream. And it's there was a lot that came out yesterday. We've added in a whole new dungeon. We've added in a mini dungeon. I'm actually going to jump us into the game. I'm currently in the thing here. But, we've added in some more pets. We've done a whole like revamp of all the capitals in the game. We're going to talk about that a little later in the stream. But for now, there are a couple of things that we need to address. Some things that people have brought up both in chat and on our forums and on social media and all the regular places where people bring stuff up to us.
Pretty much everywhere.
Yes. Okay. So first things first, which I think a lot of people were a bit confused by when they first jumped into the game recently, and that was the fact that suddenly your thralls don't have a food timer anymore, and the reason for that is that we removed the thrall food timer.
Yeah.
Like we removed the entire system basically.
Remove the hunger system for thralls and pets.
So you don't have to feed your thralls anymore or your pets.
You can
you
want to give them buffs.
Exactly. Yes.
But the reality of it is that the food system, the hunger system, I should say, didn't really work in terms of what we wanted it to do, which was to artificially limit the amount of thralls that you could have. And also, of course, having that kind of stuff ticking on the server, reduced server frame rate. So, we figured might as well rip it out.
Especially since we also heard from the community that, it was kind of grindy, it wasn't really fun.
Yeah.
So that was also a very important aspect for us to actually remove it.
Yeah. So now your thrall companions and your pet companions will work pretty much the same way any other building piece will. In that it is a timer that will tick down, and once that timer reaches 0, your companion will pass away. But you can refresh them by simply logging in, standing near them for a couple of minutes, and that will bring them back up to full health, so to speak.
Oh, Flaccid Pickle actually did enjoy the hunger system. That's the thing, it's like there's always people who do enjoy things and people who don't enjoy things. So we try to make at least as many happy as we can, but sometimes it's unfortunately not possible. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's always this push and pull between some people really liking something and other people really not liking something.
Yeah.
So we try to reach that like nice middle ground.
The sweet spot.
Yeah, the Swede spot.
The Swede spot. With the help of Rob.
Yes. Let's see. I'm gonna have a bit of a drink, and then I'm gonna.
Actually, someone was earlier like, "Why is Xbox always getting their patches last?" Which was not the case yesterday.
They got their patch second before PC.
Yeah.
We patched consoles before PC yesterday because we were waiting for some additional things for the PC that necessitated rolling it out later. But apart from the Riddle of Steel DLC coming out today, in terms of content and in terms of fixes, all the platforms should now be at parity as far as I know. Yeah.
And when it happens, it's usually because there's a longer process to go through for consoles in general.
Yes.
Right? Like you have to do certifications and all this kind of stuff. So that's why it usually takes extra time. Sorry, there's not a lot we can do about that. We try though.
We do. We absolutely do. We want the window between PC and console patches to be as small as possible, but sometimes it is necessary for us to, unfortunately, have consoles be a bit further behind for various reasons.
It's also, sometimes it's also because on Steam we can patch whenever we want,
Mm-hmm.
how often we want, without having to pay anything or without having to go through the whole certification process. So PC is, and we said that in the past too, PC is kind of a little bit like our test bed, because if the PC patch goes out, and ideally of course it shouldn't have anything happening, but if something does happen, so we can actually react before we put the console patches into certification, because if that happens, because then we have to do hotfix for the consoles, and that means another certification process, which would mean another delay for console players. So it's it's all like in the plans.
If you're just joining us, we're recapping some of the stuff that came out in the patch recently, and we're also talking about some of the things that we should address that have been brought up on social media and in the forums, and also in Twitch chat right now. We know also that there is an issue with server settings not saving properly on the single-player mode. We are looking into a way to alleviate that and roll out a fix as soon as possible. We also know that on consoles, if you choose PvE conflict in the combat option, then they don't appear as intended. The servers are still there. It's just a minor issue in the server list causing them to not appear as intended. So if you go to combat mode, you select all and then you sort by official, then they should appear as normally. which is really, really great. So they're still there. They're not down or anything. But yeah, we're aware of that issue. That's also something that we are working on fixing.
There are a number of things that we're working on fixing. Like, we
Yes.
know about the black ice harvestable thing.
Mm-hmm.
We know about not climbing, quite obviously. That's a big thing for me personally, because I have my base where I can't reach it right now,
Mm-hmm.
which kind of sucks. And there are various other things, like with server settings and the exploit for... Should
So
we-
and so.
yeah.
Again, we will.
We do know about
A
exploits.
so
We don't
and
have
so
to talk
exploit.
about it.
We
Let's
do
not talk
know
about exploits.
there was
And
an
also-
exploit that floated to the top recently that we snatched pretty
Yeah.
quickly. So
Yeah.
we're trying to fix that as well.
And also that some NPC, like some dead NPC names are in German by mistake. We know about
Yeah.
that one as well.
I'm trying to find something that someone apparently was wondering, but now I.
Uh,
On Xbox,
no
did we
life.
remove the hunger system? Yes, we removed the hunger system on Xbox. The hunger system is gone
On all
on
platforms.
all platforms, being replaced by a decay system instead. So if you want to sort of refresh your pets and bring them back to not necessarily bring them back to life again, but make them completely healthy again, then just stand near them for a few minutes, and then everything should be good to go.
Also, No Life King was asking a very important question. Are we gonna do a giveaway today?
Of course, we're going to do a giveaway. I mean, I can do a
are.
giveaway right
We
now.
are.
I can do a giveaway right now. So if you're in our Twitch chat,
We're gonna give away
we're going to give away a...
Riddle of Steel.
Oh, okay.
DLCs.
I put DLC key of your choice. So I guess we're doing DLC key of your choice right now. But if you want a Riddle of Steel DLC
they
key,
they can also have
you
a
can
Riddle
just
of Steel.
request that as we're doing it. All right. So let's see. Now, of course, chat is going to go crazy. Everyone typing in
Raffle, raffle, raffle,
exclamation
raffle,
point
raffle,
raffle. We should change it to
Snake.
waffle once.
Waffle, yeah,
So it's
it's
just
super fun.
waffles.
Yeah, I mean we can use any command we want. We can
Oh,
also
yeah.
have Conan
It should be Crom all the
or
time.
Jens.
Yes. I mean, it could be just see my name all the time. So
Everyone
yeah, if
shout
you're in our
at you.
Twitch chat, we're doing a giveaway there. Unfortunately, due to a variety of things, right now we're only able to do giveaways in Twitch. But maybe you're one of those people who watch us both on Twitch and on YouTube. I mean, some people do that, which is really, really great. And also, of course, shout out to Mixer, shout out to YouTube, shout out to Periscope or Twitter.
Twitter.
If you're watching us there as well. And we do try to see everything that's happening in the chat. We can't get to every single question because we just have an hour.
I'm trying
But,
to note down whenever I see some questions.
I do think in the future maybe we should do like a mailbag or something
Yeah,
where we take
we've
some of the most
discussed
common
that.
questions that people
We've
people
discussed
bring us.
also like a recap of social media, like the questions that we get
Yeah.
all the time, or I'll do just an active call to action, like please send us in the questions that you'd like us to go through.
So
Fine.
if you haven't caught the anniversary update, we're gonna quickly run through some of the things that we talked about last week, in case you didn't see the stream last week either. I'm also gonna try to catch up on some of the things that we forgot to talk about last week.
Well, we
because-
ran out
Didn't
of
have
time.
We
time.
ran out of
We
time,
didn't have
yes.
time. Yeah.
So one of the new things is a feat that I'm gonna point out very quickly called Witch Doctor, which when some of you saw it last time just went, "Oh my God, does this mean sorcery?"
No.
Robert has some comments.
It does not mean sorcery. Of course, people are gonna take it as sorcery, right? Like, that's inevitable.
Yeah.
But this is not sorcery. This is Darfari witch doctorism.
Witch doctorism.
Witch doctory.
That's a new word that totally exists.
Witch doctory. I like witch doctory.
Yes, we do agree that necromancy is a sort of sorcery, but like we don't refer to this as necromancy. This is something else that we've added, and essentially it allows you to craft skeleton and undead thralls, and they will work the same way as all kinds of other thralls and pets will.
Yep.
Except you don't have to feed them, I assume, because
Well, the hunger system is gone, right? So
yes. But if you want to give them a nice buff, I guess they don't.
you can.
They don't necessarily disagree with eating meat if you want to.
They'll chomp it down.
Yeah,
They
so
don't, they don't even have a stomach. Look at them.
they'll eat raw
are they
ash.
doing?
So
Okay,
if you
that
have
makes
some
sense.
leftover raw ash,
Yeah,
because
that makes sense.
you might
Nom nom nom.
just
Nom
eat away.
nom raw ash.
Wow.
Someone says there's a problem hearing us on Mixer. It might be. I'm not sure what that could be actually. But we apologize if there are any audio issues. I think everything should be good.
Maybe it's
everywhere
because
else.
some of us sit quite far away from the microphone.
maybe, and some of us have a tendency to speak a little loudly, but yeah, so the skeletons aren't going to eat anything. At least this one isn't, because it's an unstable skeleton. But these dudes, they're going to eat some ash if you want to give them some ash. So maybe you can explain some of the reasoning behind adding in undead pets.
Well, one of them is because people have been asking for undead pets in the past.
Yeah.
And we haven't done it for the sole reason that, you know, it's very necromancy-like. We figured that we can at least give something, right? Not the full enchilada, because that would be sorcery, and we would have to spend a whole heck of a lot of time implementing like the whole sorcery system. But in the future, if we decide to do anything with sorcery, this might or can form a basis. I'm very careful about how I word this.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was a very diplomatic language.
Yes, because this is not sorcery. I want to make that perfectly clear. It is simply witch doctoring, which you could almost think about as zombification, if you will.
Yes.
Of course, then you have the giant skeleton dude that obviously from the zombies, the actual skeleton, but there you go.
So you can craft stable and unstable animations on the hyenas, kappas, and shalebacks, and lizardmen.
Also, Robert C asks, are there any plans, Revalence, heat, cold protection on armor? Currently, most of the skimpy armors are cold protective, and the full body stuff protects from heat.
Right.
Infernal included.
So there's been a lot of questions about that, especially about the Turan one. And the simple reason why we made the Turan one cold is not that... So, let me say this. We don't follow the lore when it comes to the heat and cold protection. We follow the balance of the game. So if there's not enough cold protection armors, then we have to make something cold protection, even if the art doesn't make sense. Right? So it's a little bit iffy that way, but that's how it's gotta be, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think that's also what we communicated in the past too. But it's always nice to actually hear it from the source.
Question for Rob, if possible. Is the only place to get corruption dust for the new Witch Doctor feat? Is there a way to get corruption dust besides the chests in the summoning place?
No. You have to go there. We are implementing new game loops, and making people go to places is fairly important when it comes to these things, right? So if you want, you probably have noticed that there's no aloe in the north, and has never been, and you need to go down to the desert to get it. There's no, black ice in the south for obvious reasons for that one. But this is a way for us to make people visit different places, even though they might be higher level. So it'll stay there only.
Yep.
Also, Edinator asks, how common PvP's on pets and thralls can die from you and can kill you, your own thralls and pets?
Well, there's friendly fire damage.
Yeah, I was just about
that's
to
the
say,
reason.
I mean, that's like, because you can damage your own things can damage you, and you can damage your own things.
Basically.
If you're running on a private server, you can set up that server setting to work differently, basically.
Yes.
That's a good question too. What do undead pets poop?
They don't.
They don't.
They don't. Yeah.
I was trying to figure out a really funny answer to that. But
although
I mean, they eat ash, so.
Yeah, but I kind of have
more
this
ash.
thing.
More ash.
Thank you, whoever asked that, because
that
now in my head
Scorpion
I just
Dog
have
70.
skeletons pooping out like
So-
small little mini bones.
Or like if it really gets like smashed together, it might
Bone
be
dust?
diamonds.
Yeah.
Bone dust.
Diamonds.
Well, that would be cold.
If
wouldn't
there's
it?
enough pressure. So thank you for that wonderful question, Scorpion Dog 70.
Thank you very much to Noron and let's see, Karlov Khan for the host. I'm translating Leet Speak into English. Another thing we've added is the ability to summon Frost Giant pets, which you can do with this special horn, which just gives you a Frost Giant bodyguard. It is a horn to call upon Ymir's favor. Frost Giants follow Ymir, so obviously it would stand to reason that then you can summon the Frost Giants. You find this in New Azagarth, I believe. I'm not sure where. I just cheated and spawned it in with the admin panel because I am trash. But that's how I roll for these streams.
Don't say that. Boom Pow, the update is already available for PS4 as well.
Yes.
It's available for all platforms.
Anniversary update out on all platforms. Absolutely. We interrupted you like twice now. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, I don't think we did. But I do want to poke at the last update that we did, or the last stream that I was on, where we showed some of these things. We have, of course, been working on some of these things on Test Live, and we've updated them. So, for instance, one of the feedbacks that we got was that Frost Giants, they can take less of a beating than normal Thralls. So now we've upped the armor, for instance. We've also upped significantly. It was actually a bug for the Scorpion pets, where they only had 20 hit points. So there's been some balance changes since you might have visited Test Live last.
Yeah. All right. Before we move on, I'm going to pick a winner of the giveaway that we did, because
Good plan.
yeah, the giveaway has ended. So if you're asking how you can enter the giveaway, you can't right now, but we're going to do another one in a little while. But I'm going to pick a winner right now, and that winner is named Schrodember.
Schrodember, congratulations! That's a name we recognize.
That is absolutely a name we recognize. So shout out to Schrodember for winning.
Congratulations.
Nicole, I know you're in chat, so if you can just whisper on to Schrodember.
Congratulations.
They can ask for whatever they want, and wish them a congratulations if you're sitting in chat. All right.
Also, of course, we have more questions about mounts in chat. So, as we said during the last stream as well, the thing is, we will talk about new content when we're ready about to talk about that new content and what it is. So, as soon as we do have something to talk about, which we might actually, we will not like mounts.
Not now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, not mounts.
So-
But we will be able to talk about new content as we get closer, and it's actually getting ready almost to be deployed for testing to you guys and girls. So we will talk about new content whenever we can.
I mean, if we went out and said, hey, you know, we're going to do, I don't know, cars, then obviously
That would be funny though.
you guys start the countdown
That's
from
what
the
I was-
moment when we
there
say
is-
that.
There's a timeline that just starts running as soon
Yeah.
as you mention something, and then some players or some of you that are like, you know, very enthusiastic about it, they're like, but they said that like 2 months ago and it's still not in the game.
They promised the Batman
So-
car 2 months ago.
Yeah. And then, you know, there's always things that can change timeline-wise and priority-wise. So what we're doing now is we're being very careful, very conservative in talking about new things when it's actually ready to, or like very close to ready for you to test.
In case you're wondering why I switched back to the room camera, I'm just running some quick checks that required me to do some teleporting and putting in some coordinates that I don't want to see you. I don't want you to see the coordinates, which is why
Spoilers.
I am hiding everything.
Go back to the chat.
I actually found one of the things that I was looking for. So
You could spawn them.
I could, but
Okay.
where's the fun in that? Well, that's true. I could do that. But I actually found one of the things that I was looking for. So we're going to jump back in.
All right.
One of the things that we missed the last time was we forgot to talk about what we've done in the volcano.
Yes, we
Alright.
didn't actually cover that.
Yes.
As part of the first batch of updates to various locations, like the summoning place, New Asgard, and so forth, the volcano has been updated now. And quite a lot of changes have been done there. Number one, a lot of the volcano is now hostile as opposed to friendly, which it used to be before. We also have rare bosses that will spawn. And if you're into the lore, I suggest that you Google or you look at the name called the Bridge of Vormin Hadreth,
Oh, wow.
or something like that.
Ooh.
I can't remember exactly how you spell or pronounce that indeed. But there's some emissaries from other things that will show up in the volcano. These bosses will drop new loot and will provide you hopefully with some new challenges.
Yes. I'm just gonna quickly jump into this and just check something. Yep. Excellent. Thank you, Nicole.
Nicole is on the case.
Nicole's on the
Thanks,
case.
Nicole.
All right. So this person here, emissary of Thathuga. Is that how you
I
say it?
don't ask me to pronounce
Sathugwa.
things.
Sathugwa.
Sathugwa.
I don't know.
Sure.
Is one of
That
the
way.
it's one of the more special bosses that you've added to the volcano.
Yeah, amongst others.
Can you mention some of the other ones that players might encounter?
I don't want to pretend to try to pronounce their names.
All right.
In all honesty, they're related to the other ones. Basically, the fact is that Robert E. Howard and
Sathogwa.
Sathogwa.
Thank you, Sathogwa.
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
Hinanska and Red Prophet, no.
There you go.
Thank you.
So there's him. There's the emissary of Atlach Nacha, I think.
That sounds like a
fancy.
That sounds like a
Klingon.
Klingon.
I was
Whoop.
thinking the same.
Maybe.
Oh,
you.
spider.
Okay, so I found them, but fair warning: if you are arachnophobic, look away now.
Which a lot of you are.
Yes,
we know. Because
myself included. So I'm gonna hate this.
I'm not. I was streaming privately
Alright, so
last week. And
last
had
warning.
this little spider.
Last warning: there's gonna be a spider on screen. If you don't like spiders, look away. Spider.
It's a beautiful spider too.
You should not be able to turn emissaries into thralls. If you've been able to turn any of the emissaries into thralls, expect something to happen to those guys.
Yes. So there's
That's a beautiful spider. I love it.
it's fine when it stands still. I don't like them.
It is super friendly.
It's also very nicely animated. That was make them so creepy. The animations on the spiders is really nice.
And the chittering that they make, it's all just I hate it. I don't like it. I do not like it.
So we know how to spook Jens.
Everyone does. So it should be mentioned that some of these bosses won't always spawn in.
That's correct.
Right away.
Yeah.
And chat just crashed again, so I'm gonna bring that back.
Was that why? I was like, everybody's so in shock.
Yeah, that is why chat is very quiet.
I was also like, everyone is just shocked by the spiders.
Yeah. If you're one of the arachnophobes who looked away, you can look back now because the spiders are gone. Yeah, the spiders are not on screen anymore, and everything is fine.
There was a question earlier. Lila Mais was answering about vanity mirrors. So that's a thing that we know that a lot of you really would like to change your appearance after you actually make your character, like later on as you progress through the game. And that's something that we are discussing and considering. It's a matter of prioritization and you know.
Yeah.
We have so much development time and there's like so many things to do. So while we do not work on that at the moment, it's definitely like we know that people are interested in it and it's definitely on our radar without promising anything, but we know that players are interested in that.
Meanwhile, if you are running a private server, you can of course install
There's
mods.
Yeah, there's really fantastic mods. Which one is that again? It's not
I
in the
think
PP one, it's a separate one for the vanity.
Well, the PP one has for thralls and stuff as well, I believe, but I believe it is called Fashionist.
Yeah, Fashionista.
Fashionist.
Fashionist?
It's Fashionist or Fashionista. It's either one of those.
I think it's Fashionista, yeah. But you also have the mannequins where you can display your armor.
But there are others. I think Emberlight also does it.
Probably, yeah.
If you have an ice giant phobia, I apologize for showing you the ice giant. I did not know that was a phobia.
That would be a very specific
apologize.
phobia.
That was ableist of me. Yes, fashionist, exactly.
Also, it's not easy asks, is it possible to get better quests and merchants in the game? For example, a simple fetch quest where you need 50 boar heads and you receive a currency only rebuy. Well, basically, like the PP mod has a quest system.
Yeah. I do think, I don't mean to steal your thunder, but I do think we've talked about this before, back during early access as well, when Joel was on the streams.
Yeah.
I think the answer was usually we weren't interested in making an MMORPG.
Yeah, it isn't an MMORPG, and as such, I highly doubt that we'll get that in. I'm sorry. We might be able to do something here. I mean, technically, you can sort of do it in a lame way, where you put in a merchant that'll sell you something if you bring him things, but there's not a like a quest tracker system or anything like that, which would be kind of things that you'd have to implement. And no, Hagrold, I'm from Sweden.
Yes. As Funcom Spooker points out, he's a dirty Swede.
Hey, Scooper!
Shout out to Scooper, who's one of our developers. No, he's one of our coders. That's what he is. He's gonna make that. He's gonna make that very clear. So yeah, what else did I forget to mention? Right. There's a Scorpion Den. There's now tameable scorpions thanks to the anniversary update, which is really cool. Is there more to the Scorpion Den than just finding a bunch of scorpions? Yes. You should go there and explore because there's a lot of really cool stuff. And also the Sunken City has now been rolled out. How do you get to the Sunken City, you might ask? Well, you have to take a boat. Does that mean that boats are now in the game?
No.
Thank you. But there is a specific boat that you have to find out in the swamp, jungle, somewhere.
Schwungel.
In the Schwungel.
In the Schwungel. And that will take you to the Sunken City, and then you can go and hang out with Dagon and all of his cultist followers.
Direct play on YouTube asks, there will be more armor. Will there be more armor recipes out of the game in the near future that are not DLCs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And we're actually gonna talk about something today, which
We
is kind of specific. Though. That's actually not
Yeah,
really
I can mention a couple of
That's
things
not really a
specifically.
recipe.
Yeah.
Though, yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to do that now, or should we? I
No,
mean, yeah,
no,
we can.
No, no,
So,
You know what? No. We're gonna follow the plan. We're gonna stick to the schedule.
Okay, fair
I'm
enough.
gonna cut you off. I'm gonna follow the plan. So, Riddle of Steel. The Riddle of Steel is our way of paying homage to John Milius's 80s classic Conan the Barbarian, and basically it contains a bunch of Conan the Barbarian movie placeables. And so I built this lovely home out of Tehran DLC building pieces because they
so
haven't been
beautiful,
shown that much on stream yet.
So beautiful.
And so, for example, you have this lovely pool of refreshment, which is owned by me. You have this giant Atlantean throne, if you want to sit on it. You have the lion throne. But the pièce de résistance are these pretty cool looking statues.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are really cool.
And some other stuff that I'm going to talk about later. But yeah, so there are a bunch of statues of Conan the Barbarian in Arnold Schwarzenegger's likeness, in various poses and states of dress and all that kind of stuff. There's also Valyria, and there is also Subotai.
Yes.
That's how you pronounce it. And they come in. The statues come in 3 varieties. So there's gold, there's the white marble, I think it is, and the black stone or black marble. And so I think that's Arnold over there. That's still Arnold, and I think this is Subotai.
That's Subotai, yeah.
Yes.
Very
And so not only as statues, but you can also get them as tiny figurines as well.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna. Whoop! There we go. Don't know how to play my own game anymore. Grab that so you can like decorate anything you want with a tiny figurine of Conan.
So cool. I love those.
I think they're really really cool.
Yeah, they're really cool.
And I think this pose specifically is on the poster.
I believe so, yeah.
Movie. And I'm actually gonna embarrassing fact from me. I actually haven't seen the Conan the Barbarian movie.
Are you serious?
I own it on Blu-ray and I haven't seen it.
We need something to hit him with.
here to hit
No,
you
but I have a
with.
pillow.
I'm
sitting
very-
on a pillow.
I'm very
Can we hit him with
I'm
a
very
pillow?
I
happy.
think we should.
I'm
We
very
should.
happy
Let's hit him
that I
with a
didn't
pillow.
bring the sword in here.
I was sitting on it though, so I'm sorry. Okay. I'm trying
Ding ding,
Never
shame.
mind.
Yeah, Natasha's trying to grab a pillow so she can
I'm
hit me
very
with it.
stressed too, so I'll give you permission to hit that right in the face. Okay, well, that was that.
Someone clip that, please.
The hell with you!
Uh,
As
yeah, feel
someone
free to
who
clip.
charges on-
Feel free to clip that
Unfollow.
if you want to.
Okay. Okay. There we go.
You can also build these.
Shame.
Yes, shame, ding ding, shame, ding ding. In case you're watching Game of Thrones, there's also these incredibly looking Sedite cult statues, which you
Yeah.
might also remember from the movie.
that's
Nice,
cool.
decorative placeables to honor a really what I hear is a really great film. But that's not all.
Arnie has a lot of dialogue in that movie.
I heard he has very little dialogue in that
He
movie.
hardly says anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
It's
like,
like-
right below the amount of dialogue that I had in Terminator 2.
Yeah.
It's like 6 dialogues, and one of them is an oomph kind of thing.
There's a lot of going on and
Well, it's Arnie.
grunting,
It's
grunting.
it's
and
Arnie. It's always gonna be that.
It's fun.
Right?
It's a
Like,
great movie. Like, really, you should watch
it's
it.
a classic for sure.
Who in
And
chat has
yes,
seen it? Who in
probably
chat?
everyone.
Press 1 if you have seen Conan the Barbarian.
Oh yeah, it'd be interesting to know
we
actually.
could
Yeah,
we could do a poll on this.
I might have to
There's
visit a
official
lot of
poll.
people with pillows.
We can do a
No,
poll.
no,
on
no.
this.
Look at all those ones. Yeah, that's it. See?
Everyone.
Scooper got Scooper. There's a pillow coming for you.
I think maybe the
Wait,
chat
Scooper
crashed
said-
again.
Scooper said he didn't see
You
what?
haven't seen it? What? See, he's as bad as I am. But I was going to say that's not
Scooper's
all
out.
because we've added. There's also a bunch of really cool looking helmets.
Yep.
I'm not sure whose helmet this is, but
That's the
That's Tulsa
Doom.
Doom.
Ah, because there was one person on our Facebook page who said, "Hey, you're not paying tribute to Thulsa
Yeah.
Doom,"
Oh,
and I
we
said,
are, we are,
and
we
I
are,
said,
we
"Well,
are."
there's the helmet stuff, and there's the throne stuff,
Yeah,
and there's the."
and the helmet is very
everything
cool
else.
though. I like the helmet.
So there's a bunch of, I think, this
you
Ravager
cannot
helmet.
not pay attention to James Earl Jones.
Yeah,
Like
Yes.
seriously, you
Yeah.
have to.
I love the fact this is
I
this is a digression, but I love the fact that in the live action Lion King remake, everyone's recast except
Except
Mufasa,
for-
who is
yeah.
still James Earl Jones, which I think is amazing.
It's fantastic. I
Because
didn't know
you
that,
can't
honestly.
you can't replace James Earl
No.
Jones. There's a really cool Reaver helmet, which looks like the.
I think it's Rexor is his name, I believe.
It looks like the headpiece from Twilight Princess, the Zelda game, but that's just me. And,
Natasha Body mainstream? Nah, I don't
no.
think so.
There's also
Not really.
this.
That's the
King's Guard
helmet.
And finally, these NECA Warpath, Vengeance, and Pure war paints, which I believe are tributes to the movie itself.
Yeah. The pure one is the one that's actually in the movie on Arnold,
Right?
and the other two are interpretistic variations of that.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's supposed to,
Cool.
you know, pay homage to what I'm told is a really good movie, which I'm paying, which I'm not going to get dragged for not seeing. And I think also I forgot to mention that this Steps helmet, that's also the helmet that he has at the end. Of the
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he sits on the throne, I think, right?
Yeah.
He's wearing that when he sits on the throne. At
I
least in
think
several
that's actually a
scenes.
different helmet, but I might be wrong.
I mean, he's also wearing the crown, but like at the very end. But he's wearing it.
Yeah.
But I think I have the image in my head.
Someone's
also
also.
this stream Avatar of Sotli went. Oh, I would so love that. You have no idea.
What is Zotli, or who is Zotli?
It's a god
One of the gods.
slash demon from well, lore, but it's we have it in Age of Conan.
Oh,
Oh,
right. It's
The
a
Herald
class,
of
right?
Sotli.
Yeah.
Herald
Yeah.
of Sotli.
All right. That is the Riddle of Steel. There's the statues, the figurines, the war paint, the helmets. It's on sale now for $7.
$6.99. Yeah.
$6.99. Yes.
It's not full price.
On Steam. It's not. Because it's a smaller DLC. It's not full price. So if you like the movie and you want to put movie stuff into your game, then
Yeah.
by all means buy the Riddle of Steel.
Basically
DLC.
for the Conan fans, like the fans of the actual Conan. movie.
Speaking of the Riddle of Steel DLC,
Give another giveaway.
great segue.
Yeah.
You're welcome. All right, I'm gonna reset this thing. Riddle of Steel.
Always wearing it during the
DLC.
battle at the mound.
If you wanna, if you're in our Twitch chat, and if you wanna,
Thanks, Ivar.
if you wanna
Some Ivar brother.
win a Riddle of Steel DLC, that's Ivar or Ivar. Yeah.
Ivar Bruder.
Stupid Twitch chat won't connect to the thing, which is weird.
His chat crashed.
That's why I have to keep opening and closing this window. There we go. Because the chat window keeps
Now it's
crashing.
gonna crash again because of the
Probably. We'll see. We've opened up another giveaway on our Twitch chat. If you are in our Twitch chat, then type !raffle, and then you can win a Riddle of Steel DLC.
We just won
kit.
ourselves too. Congratulations.
We've also
Ivar, with
received
100
100 messages with Restream
Restream
Chat.
Chat.
And 50% of those are probably raffle
Raffles.
tickets. All right.
We cost that 100 way,
That's that.
way earlier.
So, we're not just going to talk about things that have come out.
Just to interrupt quickly.
Yeah.
Scorpio. Oh God.
Scorpio Alpha 82.
82. Sorry about. I didn't mean to butcher your name. This DLC is available on all platforms. No, not
No.
yet. It's on PC
Yeah.
right now.
Riddle
And
of
it
Steel
will
is
come
like-
out.
yes.
It will come out on consoles as well.
Yes.
I think it's
It's not
later
available
on
right now.
today. We hope, right?
No.
No.
No, it's gonna
it has
take
to
a
go
while
to
more.
Seth
Okay,
first.
okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what the
Yeah.
status was there. Thank you.
No.
Yeah.
And also, I was confused about the update is available, of course.
Yes.
The free update is available on all
Yeah.
platforms, and Riddle of Steel will be coming to console at a later point.
Yeah. but
Okay.
Don't worry. It is on its way. It needs
Yeah,
to
for sure.
go through the whole process of everything.
Percolate,
So it's
percolate.
percolate, exactly. But yeah, what is next is probably a good idea to talk about during our anniversary update. So we have to, of course, we're gonna have to be careful about, we're not gonna offer specific like time windows or ETAs or anything like that. We're gonna try to talk loosely about some of the things that we
Yeah.
want to do, because as mentioned previously, like the minute we say something very specific, you're gonna start counting down,
Yeah.
and it's
We also don't want to spoil everything
Sure,
as well.
yeah,
Because,
and-
it's fun to reveal stuff
Yeah.
on stream as well.
so.
I'm gonna drop a little spoiler actually.
Okay. So, what are some of the things that players might
Might
Can
be
can
able to?
Can be
What am I
looking
trying to
forward
say again?
What are some of the things that players can look forward to?
Thank
Right.
you.
You're welcome.
So, we will continue doing the revamps of the different areas that we've started on. Quite obviously, we're going to do the rest of the capitals, but we're also addressing the caves, because we have a lot of caves in the world that look very much like they would have something in them. And when you go there, you'll encounter a couple of spiders, maybe, or
if you're lucky.
if you're lucky. So we're doing stuff for all of those caves. They will have new boss fights. They will have new loot. We're also not just doing boss fights. There's one cave in particular that actually has a bit of a jumpy puzzle, shall we say.
Cool.
So you're gonna have
Nice.
to try to figure out a way to defeat that, and if you do, you can get some stuff that later on allows you to get the white and black dye more easily. So you don't have to get the purges, because that's one of the big things. Like if you're on a server that don't have purges, you don't have black or white dye.
I was gonna say that for people who are interested in getting more black and white dye, that's probably gonna be a godsend.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
Yes.
But it's not without its perils, of course. Besides that, about the armors, we're releasing a couple of new things that will have more armors in them. There's a dungeon coming that will have a specific armor in it. But we also decided, hey, you know what? We have these followers of Azura, and we're giving them an armor set as well. That one is a pre-tinted armor set based on pieces we already have.
Neat.
And you can't retint it, but it's quite a neat little set.
But just to clarify, we don't give it to the Chosen of
Oh,
Azura.
no.
Yeah.
They're like the Chosen of Azuras have their own NPC that have a chance to spawn in the game.
Yeah.
And those NPCs.
Those NPCs are
will
what we're
drop-
giving them to.
will
Yes,
drop
correctly.
those
I have-
specific armor
I have
for
a-
everyone.
I have a question. Who are the Chosen of Asura? In case people don't know.
That is a good point. So we have this like program or like it's not really a program, but
An incentive?
an incentive in place
Yeah.
that we have every other month. We
Multigun.
Multigun is in chat.
No, someone just
Oh, so is it
I asked
Multigun?
who are the
Yeah.
Chosen of Asura, and someone just said multigun.
Multigun. Yeah.
Multigun, the LOL 2XD, we have
Yes.
Sir Bowen.
Sir
Mhm.
Bowen.
Yes.
I think those are the three that
Those are
we've
the three that we've
so
chosen.
far.
Yes.
The chosen of Azuras. So, but the incentive is that every other month, we from the community team, we all put our heads together. We have a list of people that really stood out to us for being very positive, giving us a lot of feedback, are really like nice and respectful to other players as well, welcoming new players. They're like everywhere. They're not only on our forums, they're on Reddit, they're on Steam forums.
Yeah.
We see them pretty much everywhere, making sure everyone is informed if we can't be there, like during like off hours and
Yeah.
things like that. They're just like really shining beacons of the community.
People who
And-
make an effort to, well, I guess that's a weird way of saying it, but like people who are,
Going out
who
of their
stand
way.
out, going out of their
They're
way to
going out of
welcome
their
people
way
and
to
helping
being,
others,
like,
and
super helpful to everyone, being very respectful.
Yep.
That doesn't mean they are like super positive all the time to us. They're also giving like constructive feedback, and they are being what's the English term? They are being critical as well. So
Yes.
it's not like just about being positive all the time.
Yeah.
And this is awesome.
They're very helpful.
Absolutely not. Yeah, they're absolutely very helpful too.
But so now can I do my little
yes, do your thing.
spoiler?
Yeah.
New builder pieces.
Woo! Interesting.
Ooh.
What kind of
No,
building?
Not telling you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn it.
New builder pieces. That's all I'm gonna say.
And there's also something regarding caves that I am personally very excited about because I've been working on that. That is coming.
Oh,
which
yeah.
which is a very important Easter egg, but that's all we're saying for now. But I'm really excited about that.
Darn it! I was saying, but yeah, the Chosen of Asura are also getting they're getting an NPC named after them.
Yes.
Put into the game, and
Correct. So
that is where the Chosen of Asura armor comes from, and they will be like mini bosses, I guess.
They
sort of,
are
in one of the
they
caves.
are now in a very specific place in the world. Yes.
Nice.
Neat.
So they have their own little cave, if you will, where you can find them.
yeah, I actually forgot to mention because being the Chosen of Asura comes with quite a bit of perks.
Mhm.
So you basically get all the DLCs in the past and in the future. As a reward, you get a specific title on the forums, Chosen of Asura. You get a little icon on the forums as well that is very like easy to make out, and that like recognizes you as a Chosen of Asura. And as we just mentioned, you get your own NPC in the game that drops like specific things.
Yes. It's been Listless Azure has been asking this for a while, so I'm just gonna shout it out now. I have both Emissary of Sug and Kistis Flesh Tear. Are you saying they will be deleted?
I'm saying I recommend you delete them.
Oh,
Um,
that sounds ominous.
no, it's not that it's ominous. We will not ban you or anything like that for having them. But it's probably better if you do it now instead of having a big surprise if we decide to actually do it. Because if you put armor on them and all of a sudden that stuff gets removed, that's not a great idea.
Yeah.
Robert, yeah, basically.
The reward for being
So-
chosen is to have hundreds of thousands of players kill you over
I
and over.
remember.
That's right.
So
If you have
That's right.
sweet armor, why not?
The thing is, like, Sir Bowen actually was like, I think he was the one mentioning. So he was like, okay, I'm betting a lot of players can't wait to smash my face in the game. So yeah.
All right, I need to pick a winner in the giveaway that we did, and I'm gonna click this button right now, and let's see who won. Congratulations to the No Life King,
No Life King.
4115. Congratulations for winning. And Nicole, please give them a shout out to chat and give them a whisper and that kind of stuff, and then we can send a cheese their way. Congratulations, Congo Rats. Very good. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm feeling generous, so I'm just gonna click
Another one.
the button
You do
again
another
to
one?
pick another winner. The winner is Insane _SWL, who is
Insane.
shout out to her because we know who they are. I've met them once before, and they're really awesome. So congratulations to you as well. Click this button.
Oh, it's on SWL.
Yes.
Yeah.
And before anyone accuses us of collusion, I just click a button and it goes completely randomly. It just so happens that
I can
there's
confirm.
someone who's a Secret World Legends player who plays it a lot.
We can confirm.
Yeah, you saw it. I picked.
We
Yeah,
saw
no.
it.
You're clicking the. It
Pick
literally says
winner.
pick winner.
Exactly.
And you just
Yes.
click it.
All right, we're gonna take care of this.
No
We're gonna-
collusion illusion.
No. Oh God, no Trump references, please. Anyway,
Yeah.
where were we? I think we've covered everything. So I think maybe we can take some more questions from chats.
Professor Hulk is. I hope I did not miss info on Riddle of Steel DLC.
You
What
sort
are
of
you
did.
wondering About?
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. I mean, we can show it quickly.
Yeah,
Again,
we can
what
show
it-
some more
what
Riddle
it
of Steel
entails,
DLC. Yeah, if
because
you're-
it looks really cool.
If you're just joining us, you're coming in a little late, but we showed off some of the Riddle of Steel DLC, which is our homage to John Milius's movie, Conan the Barbarian movie,
Which Jens Erik hasn't seen.
starring
by the
Arnold
way.
Schwarzenegger, which I haven't seen, unfortunately, but I'll get to it. And it's basically a series of statues and other kinds of placeables that you can bring into your game and give it that Conan the Barbarian movie feel. So
Conan's
there's the pool of refreshment, there's this giant Atlantean throne, there's the lion throne, there are these amazing looking Setite cult statues,
I
and
love
of
those.
course
So good.
statues of Subutai, statues of Valyria, and statues of Conan himself in Arnold's likeness. And I really like the fact that we were able to put Arnold into our video game.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I'm quite pleased with that.
Me
That's
too.
a
It's
nice
really
little
cool.
nod to the movie.
And at least based on some of the reactions I've seen so far, a lot of people who love the movie are really loving the DLC as well, which warms our heart, of course. We think that's really, really nice when people
agree.
like the thing that we add. How can I work on a world and game when I haven't seen what it's all based on? Well, it's technically based on all the Conan stories, which I also haven't read, by the way. But I did read Tower of the Elephant, and I did know about Conan initially when I started working on the game. So it's, but yeah, I do know that I should have caught up. But
No worries,
I'm-
Facet. We will make.
Yeah,
we'll,
they'll
we
do it.
will make.
I am the kind of
shit.
person who'll just read stuff on Wikipedia and be like, yeah, I know about this thing now. It's fine. I've done my research. So yeah, the statues come in 3 different kinds of materials. There's the white stone, the white marble, the black stone, and the gold. And they also come as these cool-looking smaller figurines, so you can place those out as well.
Henki, you're listed as exhibitor for E3. Does that mean you will have a square on the show floor to show off things? No, we won't have a booth at the show floor. We will be in the business area and showing things behind doors to the press.
Yeah. Someone asked, are the things you can have outside, are they tameable? Yes, they are. They are something that you can make in the Fireball Cauldron if you have the proper feat, which is called Witch Doctor. And where do you find Witch Doctor? Well, you have to go to the Darfari capital and you have to find something that will teach you how to be a Witch Doctor. I'm not going to say what it is, because that's up to you to find.
Yeah.
And that will allow you to craft all of these things right here. The Undead Shellback or Kappa, the Undead Hyena, the Undead Monstrosity, and the Unstable Skeleton.
And more, actually, because if you pull up the feet quickly, we'll see.
There it is.
There it is. So the unstable animation and the stable animation actually results in random, you get random stuff.
Ooh.
Unstable animation, you have a much higher chance of getting the unstable skeleton, but the stable animation requires higher ingredients or better ingredients, and has a higher chance of giving you better skeletons. So
that's neat.
Nice.
I did not know that. Thank you for the information. And of course, the Frost Giant is summonable using a horn that you find in New Azagarth. And I'm not going to tell you where you find that horn either, because I don't know.
Listless Azure is asking, is the Night Priest in New Asgard intended, and are Ymir Priest 3s no longer available? Oops, just find out.
Ymir Priests are still available.
No longer considered Archpriest. Also timeline for fixing the timeline we can't really, I mean.
Yeah.
So, I want to acknowledge the fact that we do absolutely know about it. And I think I'm going to be fixing it internally tomorrow.
Sweet.
That's my timeline for
But that
fixing
doesn't
it.
mean it's going to be in like
immediately
the day after
It's-
tomorrow. So it also depends on where the different changes are made in our branches. So take that with a grain of salt. So we don't know when it goes in, but it will be fixed internally, and it will be in a patch.
Now people are saying Conan is best waifu in chat, and I'm like, is this the place that we've ended up now? I guess.
It's Conan waifu.
Conan is Hazubando.
Conan
I mean, he
is
technically
totally
is.
waifu material, man.
Is he?
Yeah, totally.
Little Miss Vixen asks, I have a question. The Frontier Foundation has no direction, so it's placed in random directions, which hurts me. Is that on purpose? Will it ever be changed?
The
Frontier
repeat that?
Foundation? I'm not sure what.
The foundation?
The Frontier Foundation, yes. It has no direction.
Right. I understand this. So, yes, you're correct, and we will be looking at that, but I can't guarantee you a quick fix for it. What's being talked about here is basically the direction of floorboards and things like this.
Oh.
And when you place it out, you just see this flat, like, ghost item, right?
Yeah.
And you don't know which direction the floorboard
Yeah.
is, so you place it out, and all of a sudden, you have completely
I
wonky floor.
understand.
Okay.
That would bug me too. If you're a perfectionist and you want to like nice patterns and everything, should be one of them.
Makan, oh god.
Makan Kosapo.
Yeah, there you go.
Can gorillas be pets?
Not yet.
Which
Not
means that
yet.
which means that they might be.
They are internally.
There will be. They will be.
They will be. Scorpions can be pets now. Elephants can be pets now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Just get a baby elephant, stick it in the pen, feed it, and then it will become a big, strong elephant. And then if you have the Tehran DLC, you can make it into a special elephant, which
Caravan elephant.
caravan elephant, yes, which looks really cool. Same with the rhinos. But if you have a greater rhino or greater elephant and you use a pet skin on them, they're going to revert back to normal
Yeah, so
pets, right?
caravan elephants are specifically for carrying stuff.
Yeah.
They are not good at fighting. So if you want a fighter rhino or a fighter elephant, then you might want to keep your elephants.
Hint, hint.
And if you're wondering about the Sunken City, I'm just going to run through some of this stuff here.
Volkswagen Caravelle elephant. Can we add an elevator to the boss in the Sunken City? It's impossible to fit because I lose
fight.
to fit.
Yeah.
Because of the nightmares of my house just getting down the shaft. Well, that just nice 980.
I mean,
There
he's
is
the one who made it.
there is a way to get down without losing
Yes.
that much health. You just have to be careful while jumping down.
Yeah. dungeons are going to be more challenging than simply doing boss fights going forward. The Sunken City is challenging in one way. It's because it's underwater, so if you're not used to that, you're gonna have to get used to, breathing potions or optimizing your swimming.
Breathing potions.
Yep.
Breathing. Yeah.
Also, the end there is a challenge when it comes to your preparation for it, basically. And I know that it comes a little bit from left field, but
Breathing, not breathing. Sorry.
breathing potions, yeah. So you might want to stack up on some aloe, because you can get down all the way, especially if you have aloe potions.
Also, Dark Alice asks, when are the new unnamed city loot armors getting dedicated icons and design? I mean, he probably means
They're
So-
probably bags now, yeah.
icons.
Right. Some of the unnamed city stuff is basically reusing assets that we have before. If that happens, we will use those icons as well. It's just how it's gonna be. But if we make new meshes and stuff like that, we will totally be using those in there as well.
What are all the new resources found in the admin panel used for? I'm not sure specifically what resources they're referring to, but...
Pull up the admin panel. Let's have a look.
Yeah. I'm in God mode now, so I'm not going to die.
All right.
Thankfully.
So we've I know Firespark made a video where he speculates about a couple of these ones, and I was
Yeah,
smiling
I saw
throughout
that
the
too.
entire thing. There's a lot of things that he got right.
This is the second
And-
stream in a row
He
where,
is-
where we mentioned
no.
Firespark.
He's a good.
I
he's
watch
a
his
good
videos.
guesser,
It's the
though.
same thing with Just Horse, right? Like I,
Yeah.
I watch those two
Yeah.
religiously if I was religious, but the
We
bronze
all
coin.
do.
The bronze coin, for instance, is not anything to do with that. A lot of the stuff that we added are simply there for RP people that have private servers to do whatever they feel like with, right? And this did not take any significant amount of time. I did it at home, it took me 10 minutes. And then I copy pasted the stuff to work, and then boom, it's in the game, right? It's mostly an RP support. The red, green, and blue crystals will have a function in the upcoming climbing puzzle dungeon or bit that I was talking about. And apart from that, I'm not gonna say anything else.
Spoilers for things in the admin panel, I guess. Alright, so I'm just going to swing through.
Crossbows be added back into the game sometime in the future?
No.
No.
Crossbows won't happen because there's just too many technical challenges that we have with them, and they didn't really work like we wanted them to. So
It's mostly because of how it was implemented before and the crossbows being adjusted to that method.
Yeah.
And then we have to there's a lot of stuff that we need to redo there.
Also, bows are better. In my personal opinion, as a professional archer.
As an archer, yeah.
As a competitive archer, bows are better. But that's just me. Anyway, I think the chat crashed again.
Alrighty.
This is a great piece of software.
I think we should
I shouldn't have said that like that. Anyway,
To
yeah.
finish, we should do another giveaway.
Yes, I agree. We should do that. So I'm gonna put us back here. Bows are OP. Well, I guess. Let's see. I'm gonna reset this. We're gonna do another. I'm gonna set this to 3 minutes this time. It used to be 5. So we open another giveaway in the Twitch chat. Jesus, people are already typing a raffle before I'm able
They
to
know
click the
how
button.
it works. They know. They know.
Scooper, you can't be in the raffle.
Kick him out.
Can I
ban
remove
Kick
him?
him out.
How
Ban him.
can I remove? How can I remove him from the giveaway?
You should be able to.
Ban them.
Can I just?
Would be fun if he
No,
actually
it doesn't
wins.
work. It doesn't work. If he wins, I'm picking another winner.
It's probably a safety thing, just
I guess.
from the things that you won't be able to pick favorites or something.
Probably. Oh well. Yeah.
Must be
Anyway,
a follower. He's a follower.
he is a follower. Scooper wins. No, he's not winning anyway. But okay, so we're about to reach the
Scooper
end
wins
of
at
this.
life.
Sure, he does
Yeah.
work for a video game company, so that's pretty
He
cool.
wins at life.
As this is going on, I was wondering if Nicole probably has found someone that we can
Someone to
raid
raid?
later
Yeah,
on.
let's do that.
So don't put in the command just yet, because I want to have some control over when we actually do it.
Yeah.
Because a couple of times ago we just cut to whoever we were raiding, and then
we were still talking.
and we were still talking about those things.
Saying our goodbyes and how much we love everyone in the community.
How about we do a movie question giveaway in the future? That's a
cool idea.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some sort of like trivia contest in stream or something. That'd be really cool.
Is there any chance of visiting the Funcom Studios at Funcom Live in Trondheim? We have visitors actually every now and then, so that's absolutely an option.
Just feel free to reach out to us on Twitter, or
our Twitter,
or forum.
Our Twitter things visible on the stream.
Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, they should be. And then if you want to set something up, then we can
totally.
absolutely set something up. It should be mentioned that even though we're a video game company, it's still a lot of people just sitting in front of computers working on things. I think there's this. No, but seriously, I'm just saying this to sort of temper people's expectations.
Yeah.
Some people get fairly disillusioned when they come and visit, and they go like, "I'm gonna go."
They're actually working.
Yeah, I'm gonna visit a video game developer. It's like, oh, they're working.
Yeah.
Like,
exciting spreadsheet, dude.
Oh yeah.
You should see Robert's spreadsheets. They're huge. Like literally, his spreadsheets are really huge.
We call him internally the spreadsheet master. Yeah, the spreadsheet.
And this appears to have crashed again, so I'm gonna reset this thing. Okay. There was one question: how are abandoned pets dealt with? I see a lot of them around. How are they managed? Are they purged automatically? We did mention this earlier. There's a timer on them, and when they tick down to 0, they should disappear.
They decay. Yeah.
Will they be attacked by purges? They probably won't, right?
I mean, purges don't target pets.
Right.
Purges target your buildings. So if you have pets between your buildings and the purge, then yeah, but not like pets that are off put like in some strange other place.
Right. Yeah. So like if someone placed a pet on top of a mountain, for example, the purge won't like rise up and kill it.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
Yeah.
Although it would be sort of funny if it.
That would be really cool.
If your pet decays, it means it dies. It disappears.
Yeah. All right. It looks like the timer on the raffle has gone to 0. And Funcom Scooper says, I hope I win.
Let's go.
I am worried now that I'm going to click this button and he's going to win because it's happened before.
Do it.
And the winner is Karlov Can. It's not Scooper. It's Karlov Can.
Karlov Can.
Nope, that's the wrong button.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I need to push this button. And shout out to all the Evangelion fans. I'm going to be watching Evangelion when it comes to Netflix. And if you're not watching the stream with sound, then it doesn't matter. Anyway, that thing is from Evangelion. So,
alrighty.
I think Nicole has found someone that we can raid on Twitch. So, I guess Nicole can just hit that button because we are done for today. I think we're going to be back tomorrow with a variety stream, most likely. We haven't decided what to play yet, but it's probably going to be something, I assume it's going to be something fun that we're going to play together.
Well, it should be something fun. And you should definitely check in because in quite a lot of instances, we play games with the community.
Yes,
so make sure
absolutely.
you check in.
Do that.
To get the community to get with us
and
them.
I think I can say this now. Next week, we are doing a new game that we're putting out. I think we're finally streaming Conan Unconquered, which I'm very excited about. That's going to be really rad. So if you tune in next week, next Thursday, you can see the first live footage of Conan Unconquered, which is the new survival RTS game that we are publishing for Petroglyph, who are some amazing RTS developers over in the US. And I'm very excited about what people are going to say when they finally get to see that game in action on a live stream.
Command and Conquer.
Yes. Conan and Conquered. No, Conan Unconquered is the name of the game. So Nicole, please do the thing. Start the raid timer, and then we can start saying goodbye to people.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll be there will be a stream tomorrow most likely, and then next Thursday for Conan Unconquered. And now I'm going to stop interrupting you. No,
that's fine. I just wanted to thank everyone for being part of our community. You guys are absolutely amazing. We couldn't do what we do without you guys. We love you very much. And we hope everyone has a fantastic evening, afternoon, morning, night, wherever you are, all over the world. And we hope to see you tomorrow.
Give a huge shout out to 8-Bit Pirate as we start the raid in just a few seconds. But for now, we're going to say bye.
Nice.